chatters, what is good? Today we are listening to Found Heaven by Conan Gray. Guys, I've been looking forward to listening to more Conan Gray. It's been like almost a month, I'd say, since we listened to Kid Crow. Wow, that's crazy. But here we are listening to Found Heaven. I was going to listen to Super Ache, like all my comments recommended on the Kid Crow video, but everyone's saying Super Ache is his best, so I was like, he has 4 albums, may as well leave the best for last. So we're gonna listen to Super Ache. And also, guys, I did not get tickets to his tour. Yes, I tried for Sacramento, and I only tried for the Pit. For me, I only like going like to, floor seats. I know that's like kind of a toxic trait, a red flag, but that's just who I am, I feel like. But yeah, I did not get tickets for Sacramento because I'm a West Coast kid. So yeah, that sucks. But anyways, my Coneheads, if you guys enjoyed this video and want me to listen to more, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me grow. But anyways, let's get into Found Heaven. It's a rather short album, I think like about 35 minutes. But you know me, we turn these videos into like a little hour and whatnot. So yeah, let's listen to Found Heaven by Conan Gray. Intro song number 1, Found Heaven. Okay, I've never heard anything like whoa.
You walk alone into the darkest night. You'll never sleep until you're satisfied. You need love. You need one. You need him. You'll never get your mama's wedding ring. Father always said he ruined everything. But you prayed, begged and prayed, heart unchanged. Don't be scared, little child. You're no demon. There's a God in the sky. Don't believe him. Don't be scared, little child, of that feeling. You're in love.
I like it.
You found heaven.
Okay.
Your heart is breaking as you leave that door. You never meant to start this holy war, but you're trapped. Pack your bags, don't look back. Don't be scared, little child. You're no demon. There's a God in the sky. Don't believe him. Don't be scared, little child, of that feeling. You're in love. You found heaven.
Okay, I like that. I'm not gonna lie, that is not what I was expecting to hear from, Conan Gray, from me listening to Wishbone and Kid Crow. That's just something, I'm not really used to. And I like it a lot. It's a different sound. It's kind of different from what, those more heartbreaky pop layered songs I've heard, You're in love, you found heaven. Is this about Conan Gray? Did he find heaven? I hope he found heaven. Because one of the themes I've been seeing, I said through my 3 Conan Gray videos, one on the Wishbone music videos, Wishbone and Kid Crow, I was like, I just wish he had more respect for himself to not put himself in these situations, you know what I mean, with like relationship wise. And I mean, obviously this came out before Wishbone, so I know, things may have reverted. Um, but I like this. It's a different. It's a step in a different direction I have not heard from Conan Gray. You know, it kind of felt ethereal in a way, like floating in a dream. It was weird. You know, I really wasn't expecting this. The production has this like heavenly kind of almost cinematic quality. Um, you know, that just is a different world from what I've heard, you know, from Conan Gray so far. And it's a little bit of a throwback too. You know, I'm obviously seeing the accents of makeup on his face, and you know, that's like, I feel reminiscent to, you know, past eras, right? And so maybe, you know, this is a step. This album is a step in kind of a different direction in that sense, and we're kind of gonna have some reminiscent vibes. But I like the song a lot. I will not lie. It's interesting to hear. And the lyrics, you know, sounds like he's wrestling a little bit with like faith, love, maybe even a little bit of acceptance. Like he's searching for the, like, trying to find heaven, right? He's trying to find heaven in this human experience. And I feel like there's a little bit of that same beauty and pain in his voice that we've heard. But this one, you know, I feel like it's kind of more open-minded in a way, that he's like looking for heaven. You know what I mean? Rather than some of those songs where it's, you know, the one that sticks out to me is everyone, as I've listened to more Conan Gray, everyone talks about the song as like being his best, and I said I think it was one of his best. I think I said it was his best off Kid Crow, but the cut that always bleeds. I didn't realize that was like a popular opinion, to be honest. Until literally like the last week or two. I follow a lot of cone heads, I'm not gonna lie. And if you guys see my Kid Crow video, we shouted out my friend Ed, at Liquor Cups on Twitter. I know that off the top of my head because I always be interacting. But and if you watch it, like, but yeah, you know, it just sets the tone kind of, that maybe we're stepping down a different direction a little bit. But it still has those like similar vibes to what you love and enjoy from Conan Gray, so I do like that. And Conan Gray slowly, because he got snubbed from the Grammys too. Can we talk about that shit? Like, oh my gosh, I was pissed. I was looking like they could have fit him in somewhere. They snubbed, my 3 snubs were The Weeknd, Lord, and obviously Conan Gray. Damn, man, I just remember that too. That actually makes me a little upset. But damn, they could have snuck him in somewhere, right? Like surely. But yeah, like I said, there's like beauty and pain in his voice, you know, reminiscent to the past albums that I've heard. You know, Wishbone and Kid Crow. But you know, it also has these reflective, emotional, and feels like he's kind of opening his heart in a way. I feel like that's just a perfect place to begin this journey if this is something a little different than what I've heard from Conan Gray. So I like that a lot. And the song, like, sonically, it just sounds good. Like, you know. Anyways, song 2. Never Ending Song. Okay. What is he doing with this one? I like it. I like the throwback. Like, okay.
First, I'll say I apologize for calling, but I saw your face in a magazine today. Wasn't you too late? All my tears already falling. Try to turn the page, but our story wasn't stopping. And it goes on and on and on.
Okay.
Like a never-ending song. On and on. Like a never-ending song.
I like this song, but I have one little nitpick. Why never ending song, but it's only 2 minutes and 34 seconds long? Really, Conan? We couldn't have dragged it out like another like 32 seconds, add another little like verse in there. It was a little repetitive, which I don't mind personally. For those of you who like my Conan heads who only watch like Conan Gray videos or whatever, or just if you only like watch me cater to one artist or whatever, I'm a really big fan of artists like Charlie XCX, and obviously a lot of her music is super repetitive, and so that's not a criticism whatsoever. This one hit immediately kind of with that retro 80s throwback, just kind of like the last song, but I feel like this one was a little more prevalent, a little more in your face. I mean, the instrumental right away kind of just carried you and makes you want to move, right? I mean, you guys see me, I was bumping my head, and I kind of got lost in it for a second. And there's something with Conan Gray where, like, for me personally, a lot of artists, like Heartbreak poppy type artists, easily like put me in my own head. And so, I mean, Conan Gray does that a lot, especially on Kid Crow. I mean, I guess Wishbone too. Wishbone, I was deeply criticized. I criticized Wishbone a lot just because of, not like sonically, I think it sounded great. I like Wishbone, and I think it was snubbed from the Grammy. I mean, I just talked about this, but I had a lot of criticism for, just Conan Gray in himself, like the themes he was portraying, because it was like you take us kind of down this like rabbit hole a little bit, and then you have lows and then a high, and then back down to a low with another song. So but anyways, we're here for this. My fault. But he's talking about this like relationship or feeling that keeps you looping, the never-ending song. Something, the way I take it is just like something you can't escape even if you want to. You know what I mean? And so like knowing parts of Conan, that's kind of how I relate him to the song as well. Even if like in the past song we were talking about him trying to find heaven and find the good and whatnot, it gives me that sense of like being entrapped a little bit. And I don't know, like just unable to let go kind of thing. The song makes me feel like energized, but yet like introspective. But maybe that's me like thinking too deep on it because I know this is Conan Gray, and the stuff I know him from is deeply, it's a super ache, you could say, in your heart. My fault. That wasn't that funny. But yeah, it just gives me that like kind of dancing while still thinking about like someone or something or an experience like you can't forget. It's to me, like, I find Conan Gray consistently good. It's pop done right, but it's also still like introspective and has depth under the surface of like what you hear, because you can like totally shut off your brain, not listen to the lyrics, kind of just bump your head to this and be like, oh yeah, this is good, you know what I mean? But when you really take it in, that's what I find one of the most appealing features or parts of listening to Conan Gray is the depth underneath, and how anyone can really relate to this stuff too. So yeah, I like Conan Gray a lot, and this was a good song. Good love.
Lights, a familiar drive through another ghost town on a Saturday night. All alone, so you're losing your mind tonight. And I said, calm down, I'll be there by the 9. Don't you get yourself down at the end of your life. Don't mean that you're marrying me tonight. Tonight. And you said, you got it. We're nothing. I'm the worst if you want it. When your heart aches and it's dead in the night, don't you worry for me, it's cool. It's enough to survive. Don't you worry, I want your faded love. That's enough, faded love. Dark room, not a whispering word. Guess you take all the pain that you think you deserve. Won't sleep 'cause it's easy
can't escape these red flags. What do you mean I'm the worst if you want it? Like, what does he mean by that, Conan? Like, let's take that with a grain of salt, can we? This is how this is the build up to Wishbone, no? Like, like, come on, man. Like, it's slapping you in the face, Conan.
When your heart aches and it's dead in the night, don't you worry, for me it's cool. It's enough to survive. Don't you worry, I want your faded love. That's enough, faded love. I want your faded love. That's enough, faded love. White lies from the passenger seat. Say you'll love me for life. Say you'll never leave. Kiss me till I almost believe tonight. But when your heart aches and it's dead in the night, don't you worry, for me it's cool.
Catches the flow here. I like this.
To survive. Don't you worry, I want your faded love. That's enough, faded love. I want your faded love. That's enough, faded love.
Production is top notch too. Production is very well done. Very gives that retro feel. I guess I probably could have, kind of took that from the album cover too and expected a little bit, but yeah. Fainted love. It just feels like that love is kind of slipping away. That's just kind of how I think of like the term just fainted love, painted in front of me, right? But I feel like he kind of doesn't say anything that really, drives this love slipping away. I mean, my scroll wheel's broken on my mouse, y'all, so be patient with me. Sorry. You got it or nothing. I'm the worst if you want it. Like, it still carries that kind of ache that's impossible to miss. You know what I mean? The production is very rich, very layered. I'm the worst if you want it when your heart aches and it's dead in the night. Don't you worry for me. It's cool. Don't you worry. I want your fainted love. I mean, it's subtle. It stays with you. I like how Conan kind of uses restraint here a little bit. Like, it's not dramatic, but I feel like, with what we have heard from Conan Gray, it's just quietly devastating in a way. Maybe this is like the sense of like our relationship coming to end with not like a loud, crazy bang, crazy breakup kind of thing, but just as a silent kind of, parting of ways. That's just kind of how I took the song. And what we have heard. I feel like you can still hear that kind of exhaustion. I feel like he's exhausted. No, is that a good word for Conan Gray? I feel like he's just exhausted. But I feel like he low-key likes, this kind of relationship. I'm noticing. I'm hashtag noticing. But, yeah. But yeah, this is a good song nonetheless. I just kind of take everything, especially from Conan, with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's giving that kind of exhausted vibe, and I mean that, not as bad thing. And I like the music, and I was not really expecting the retro theme, the retro 80s theme, but I do like it. Lonely Dancers. Ooh.
We're lonely dancers, join me for the night. We're lonely dancers, baby, dance with me so we don't cry. We're lonely dancers, there's no need to hide. I know the answer, baby, dance with me so we don't cry. La 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 la, cry. La 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 la. Your lover left you, broke up tonight. My lover's busy kissing other guys. Oh, we're both alone now, tears in our eyes. I know the perfect way
catchy. Very catchy.
Dance with me so we don't cry. La 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 la, cry. Dance with me so we don't cry.
Okay. Lonely Dancers. Okay. I like this song a little more. It's a little more hopeful, I feel like. You know, it's just Conan, I feel, right, finding someone else. Even though, where is it? Sorry, my scroll wheel's broken. Just give me a second. Your lover. See, I'm literally scrolling down and it's scrolling up. Like, do you guys see this? My lover's busy kissing, or your lover. Oh, damn! I didn't quite clock this. I didn't quite comprehend this. Your lover left. You broke up tonight. I think I was kind of focused on this. I mean, you guys saw me looking in the camera, but your lover left. You broke up tonight. My lover's busy kissing other guys. We're both alone now. But at least they're finding reconciliation. Is that the right word? In one another. I just used a big word. I feel like you just got to use those big words with confidence, and people won't bat an eye. But yeah, I mean, there's a mix of that kind of energy we've heard in the past ones, where it's, you know, fun, upbeat, retro, but still showing that kind of theme of loneliness and heartbreak, and while also being upbeat and danceable. But you know, it has a melancholic edge to it, you could say. Melancholy, very melancholy. Shout out The Weeknd. We just talked about him being a Grammy snub. But you know, in a crowded room, surrounded by people, but still feeling isolated a little bit. I feel like you can take this, you know, with the Lonely Dancers. Just even though he's like with another person right now, I still feel the sense of isolation. You know what I mean? But obviously, I mean, it's hard as well. I could definitely see how like some people could not really contemplate and comprehend the lyrics and just be like, ooh, the groove is crazy on this one. But yeah, I mean, the emotional undercurrent is really prevalent to me. It's really heavy. And it just gives you that kind of classic Conan Gray contrast. You know, super nostalgic, but strangely like comforted as well in a way. Because, you know, Conan's with someone, even though he's going through this like bad time. Yeah, he can't avoid these, right? I mean, there was a red flag. At that point, Conan, that's on you. That red flag we saw in songs previous, that's on you. But yeah, I feel like it's subtle in this song, but it's, you know, if you catch it, it stays with you. And I like how Conan, you know, is making these such danceable songs, but it's still true to that kind of Conan Gray self. You know, he finds this connection in the middle of sadness that, you know, another person is going through. And I feel like this is definitely one of those songs that I'm going to come back to and like bump my head to or listen to during, you know, a sad time. So I like that. Alley Rose, song 5.
I picked you up from the corner store. Your eyes were red and your lips were torn. So much to say that's subject sore. So much had changed since you were born. You wrapped your fingers around my neck and pulled me into your desperate breath. The way you kissed me hard and fast, I knew it'd be the last. Don't leave me hanging alone again.
Okay.
Don't leave me hanging alone again. I'll let you go, Alley Rose. I'll let you go, You told me I'm just so nervous, dear. Well, how the hell do you think I feel? I waited all year at your feet, like maybe you'd love me. So don't leave me hanging alone again. Don't leave me hanging alone again. I'll let you go, Alley Rose. I'll let you go. And I don't even care if it makes me sound insane. I ran my fingers through your hair, and I thank God to touch the flame. 'Cause I swore necks were made for bruising. I swore you go, go, alley rose? Oh, where'd you go, go, go? Don't leave me hanging alone again. Don't leave me hanging alone again. Oh, where'd you go, go, alley rose? Oh, where'd you go, go, go? Don't leave me hanging alone again. I thought that I was your only friend. Oh, where'd you go, go, alley rose? Oh, where'd you go, go, go?
Damn. Oh, I picked up. See, it put me in my own little head. My own little head. It put me in my own head a little. See, I was a little confused, fuddled. I was confluddled. There. But yeah, I mean, that song just feels so cinematic right from the rip. It's one of those songs that I feel like just stopped me in my tracks. I was bumping my head to every song. That one I was a little bit, but more in like a swaying kind of way. Just something so visual about it puts me in my own head, and I can picture the story. He depicts like a movie, right? I mean, the title itself, I feel like with Alley Rose, the rose specifically, it's like beauty kind of blooming in a broken place. Yeah, I would say broken. Like, is a rose really supposed to be in an alley? And that's exactly what I feel like that song was like. I mean, and his vocals just eats away at you a little bit. It gave me chills, to be honest, about that messy love, but it's also, it's still so real, right? It's something everyone can kind of relate to, and it made me reflect in my own head on how long love can survive in imperfect conditions. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, this one might be my favorite so far, just because it still kind of has those themes of what I've liked of the past songs, but also super reminiscent to what I like most about Conan Gray. And so yeah, Alley Rose, that was a fantastic song. It's emotional, it's poetic, puts you in your own head. It's very well done, very well written, very good production. Like, what is there to not like? You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a great song, Alley Rose. Anyways, song 6, The Final Fight. I like this instrumental a lot.
I didn't fight the feeling running through my eyes. I wanted you to see it. I believed your lies. Tried to bite back, but I couldn't. I just stood and cried for the lost time, for the hurting, for the love that died. But all I wanted was the final fight, and all I needed was to make it right. Tonight, there's nothing left to do but finally tell you what you put me through tonight. Made a whole new life. I got a bit of distance, saw the New York lights, and I came right back after growing. Yet you're still the same. Though it's me who may be broken, it was you to blame. Now all I wanted was the final fight, and all I needed was to make it right. Tonight, there's nothing left to do but finally tell you what you put me through tonight. Well, don't you know there's nothing left to do but finally tell you what you put me through tonight.
Wow, that was a good song too. I'm not gonna lie. I wish it was just longer than 2 minutes. That's been my really only nitpick I've had with a few songs, that they're kind of short. But you know, it's still good. It doesn't take away from the emotional storytelling he's putting us through. Right, the final fight. I feel like it kind of carries attention all throughout it. Right from the start. I feel like this is kind of maybe not the emotional climax of the album, but it's just I feel like the part where all the pain and conflict, comes to light, comes to the surface. And the production is super bold and I mean almost dramatic, or it is dramatic. Um, it's just been. I feel like this is just what the album has been building to so far, and I hope it continues from here like that. But his voice sounds fierce, but also hurt and confuddled. Is that what I said, or did I say confuddled? Um, but I feel like he's kind of done fighting, but just can't walk away yet. Especially with this last line. There's nothing left to do but finally tell you what you put me through tonight. So he's with dude, or on the phone with dude, or whatever it may be. He hasn't walked away just yet, even though he has. He's been put through all these things. Finally tell you what you put me through, but he still hasn't walked away. Like, come on, Conan, like let's get on with it. Let's get on our high horse and get out of here. But yeah, it gives me that same sense of exhaustion that I was talking about previously. When you get when something is over, but like you're still not over it. Your heart still hasn't caught up. It's a powerful song. I just wish 40 seconds, Conan. You couldn't have had like a 4. Miss You. Oh god.
Is it wrong to now decide?
Okay.
Now you know I'm a wicked man. I bit the hand that was feeding me. It's snapping back like a rubber band. The fear of love is my tendency. But I feel it, believe it. I've never meant to break your heart. But I lost it like a promise and left you dancing in the dark. I don't know why. I'll be gone because you love me. I don't know why. Is it wrong to now decide? I miss you. I miss you. Didn't think you would understand. After all that I put you through,
Okay.
from a search for the promised land, I came back only wanting you. 'Cause I feel it, believe it. I never meant to break your heart, but I lost it like a promise and left you dancing in the dark. I don't know why. I'll be gone because you love me. I don't know why. Is it wrong to now decide? I don't know why.
I like this a
I'll
lot.
be gone because you love me. I don't know why. Is it wrong to now decide? I miss you. I miss you. I miss you.
I'm not gonna lie, miss you. I do not know how to pronounce this word, but I see it all the time. Bourgeoisieses. Miss You, man. Wow. I like that one a lot. I feel like for the more kind of upbeat, more pop centered songs, I know I said Alley Rose was my favorite so far, but that one was a little more just slowed, stripped back, kind of not as poppy, a little more R&B kind of feel. I think. I think Miss You was kind of my favorite of the bunch so far. Just the ones that we've heard previous, but excluding Alley Rose. That just gave me nostalgic vibes again. But like this time, it feels like you're just looking through that like a distant memory, or looking at old photos, and it's just soaked in nostalgia and the good times, to the point where you're missing this person, missing that feeling. And I mean the production, something with the production, it's like the little like crack was in it or something. It has this dreamy like 80s haze feel. And but like lyrically it's super intimate and super honest with him, with himself, right? He's clearly missing someone, but I feel like there's also this kind of acceptance in his tone where it's like he knows it's time to move forward, even though the pain may linger from this relationship and what this person may have caused, or maybe it's the pain lingering from missing this person. And I know he said this time that he did the other person wrong, so I'm wondering if is this still from Conan's perspective? Was Miss You from Conan's perspective? I think yeah, it would have to be, wouldn't it? But this one just kind of hit me with that kind of calm sadness, not necessarily like Heartbreak, just like a quiet longing kind of feel. It had that dreamy haze from the 80s that I was talking about. It's the kind of song to me that it's like it just makes you close your eyes and kind of think about the people who shaped you but aren't around you anymore. I feel that was low-key a bar. Sometimes I be saying stuff that like I don't even know I can come up with. Like the best way to describe me is like I saw this tweet the other day. It was like some of us were in AP Lang, like in English class, but in 3rd grade math. That's me. Like I feel like Shakespeare right now when I just said that. I have a couple, bro. Sometimes I got some stuff up my sleeve. I ain't gonna lie. I got something up my sleeve. But like, that was kind of a bar, no? Burgess, Bourgeoisieses. Bro, now I sound like a philosopher. Like what? Okay.
The TV's on, the woman's blonde. She talks and talks about the rich are wrong. They cheat on wives, never pay the price. I'm a low-class guy, that sounds pretty nice. I want to be with the bourgeoisieses.
Bourgeoisieses. I like it. La di da. Bourgeoisieses, la di da da. Okay, that was a different song. I mean, it still stayed true to the theme we've seen with the kind of retro 80s vibe of the album, but it surprised me. It's a little more quirky. It's less not really heartbreaky. It's quirky, fun, and just has this kind of playful energy that we haven't really seen as much in the past songs. And I feel like it just lightens the mood of the album, right? I mean, And I like the wit. It's like he's poking fun at this like status, privilege, the idea of kind of like fitting into a certain mold. You know what I mean? Um, and I feel like that kind of relates into the theme of some of the past songs where it's like being out of touch a little bit, if that makes sense. Like feeling out of place a little bit, because obviously he doesn't really fit into that certain narrative he just painted. He wants to be out all night with the Bourgeoisieses, partying all night, and that's not his, that's not his character. I feel like it's just even, under the humor, there's like this message of just wanting more, and like I said, that kind of feeling out of place. It's funny. I like it. It shows his range. It's not necessarily the song I'm used to from Conan Gray, but nonetheless, it's fun. It shows his range. It's one of those it was just a refreshing moment on the album that's been filled with these kind of themes that pull at the heartstrings a little more. So, but yeah. Anyways, song 9, I believe, "Forever with Me." Okay, piano ballad now.
Well, in this lifetime, we did it wrong. But I guess that you could argue we survived. And after all this time, I wonder why you're still with me. Well, at least in all my memories. I ain't sorry, I wouldn't change a thing, but it'll take a lifetime to get better. I ain't sorry, no, I should probably be. I think I'm gonna love you, you're forever with me. You're forever. You are the reason I learned to love. Also the reason that I cry. Still I think of all the bloodshed, somehow bittersweet. I'm even smiling now as I sing. But I ain't sorry, I wouldn't change a thing, but it'll take a lifetime to get better. I ain't sorry, no, I should probably be. I think I'm gonna love you, you're forever with me. Lonely nights, anger just a place to pay. But who am I to blame? I broke your heart the same. But I ain't sorry, I wouldn't change a thing, but it'll take a lifetime to get better. I ain't sorry, no, I should probably be. I think I'm gonna love you, you're forever with me. You're forever with me.
Pulled at the heartstrings again, Conan. Pulled at the heartstrings again. But with "Forever with Me." Wow. This was a good one too. This was a really good one. This one is less of that kind of retro feel that we've heard. but it's just so pure and heartfelt and what we love from Conan Gray. The stuff that just takes us. The stuff that we expect, the stuff that we love, the stuff that we come here for, right? This one was so stripped back, and just his vocals just shine through it with his warmth and sincerity, while also reflecting on it. It's really introspective. It's really self-reflective. He talks about his wrongdoings, and this is the kind of stuff that will make the love last, right? Um, it just has these romantic, spiritual, and self-love elements, and just has it's a really good reflection track as well. Listening to it just made me calm and hopeful for Conan. Like even after all the chaos we've heard in the past, and what else is to come. I mean, this is a reminiscent track. I feel like looking into Conan Gray, there's something about this that will stay with me when I listen to Conan Gray for times to come. Assuming he kind of stays down the same topic of talking about his heartbreaks and how he feels, and portraying these kind of sadder and deeper themes. This is one of those songs that'll be like, okay, there's hope for my friend Conan Gray. But yeah, I mean, through all the chaos that we've been through, just particularly in this album, this one, like I said, very hopeful. It's tender, it's cinematic, and I feel like it's just a little bit of this like emotional reset in the album, and it just feels super grounded. It's a very peaceful track, and heartwarming. But anyways, song 10, right? 10, Eye of the Night.
'Cause you're here, you're watching me.
Okay.
Walking to your corner, I see you in the street. You're here, you're haunting me. The eye of the night. I always feel like I am not alone.
I always feel like
While I am walking down these empty roads,
somebody's watching me.
I always feel like I am not alone. I hear a voice that tells me where to go. 'Cause you're here, you're watching me. I'm walking to your corner, I see you in the street. You're here, you're haunting me. The eye of the night. I got the keys, I scramble to the door. And I hear your heartbeat bleeding through the floor. The memories that I cannot ignore. Fight for my life inside a silent war.
Hey,
'Cause you're here, you're watching me. I'm walking to your corner, I see you in the streets. You're here, you're haunting me. The eye of the night. You're here, you're watching me. I'm walking to your corner, I see you in the streets. You're here, you're haunting me. The eye of the night.
okay, this is a banger. That's a banger. That's a radio song. I'm surprised I haven't heard that one before on like TikTok or anything, to be honest. I feel like it's a song not catered to it, but a song that would be big on it. But yeah, I feel like this one has a little mysterious energy. The title kind of fits it perfectly, because I feel like, to kind of take it deeper, I feel like there's something hidden. I feel like he's kind of exploring like parts of himself or the relationship, that only comes out when like one of them is watching, or no one's watching. The Eye of the Night. The production is super moody and just has this weird atmosphere we haven't really heard, but still is catered and themed around that kind of retro vibe. And it has this kind of tension to it that I feel like didn't necessarily get released in the song. It gives me a little chills. It has these introspective moments, and then it just has a little haunting feel to it. I feel like he's kind of just. It gives me that feel like he's singing to himself, just in the dark, and only the eye of the night, or this person, who's watching him on the corner, when he's walking at the street corner, can see and hear. Right? It's I feel like this is like a deep cut that kind of quietly leaves a mark. It's one of those deep cuts. This one's a little mysterious to me. I like it. It's not as super like heartbreaky as what we heard. It still fits the theme. It still, has the elements we like. It's weird. I definitely need to re-listen and revisit this song, because I have not mixed feelings of like it being good, it being bad, but like mixed feelings of how I take it personally. It's this is one I definitely got to come back to more. Eye of the Night. Boys and Girls.
Cherry hair, so super bowy. Kiss me but swears that you don't know me. You wouldn't care if I fell over and died. Sorry, I'm not the only. He wants you, you don't even see me. She wants you, there's no point competing. He wants you, she wants you, like everyone else in your life. That's right. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. They want you, they want you. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. You got a face that's technologic. Nobody cares that you're psychotic. Fathers and daughters, all their pants are dropping. I'm not being ironic. I want you, I want you, I want you to need me. I need you, I need you, I need you to love me. I want you, like everyone else here tonight. That's right. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. They want you, they want you. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. I don't know much about love. Come find me in the crowd. Boys and girls. They want you. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. They want you, they want you. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. Boys and
Okay, a little switch up at the end with the girls. Okay, Boys and Girls, song 11, I believe. Yeah, song 11. This one just had a little more freedom to it, kind of like unconstrained by those, heartbreaky moments. It's playful, like I said, it's bold and full of his kind of self-expression. I feel like there's just kind of a like underlying message about like identity, in the sense of like maybe about breaking away from these kind of labels and just embracing who you are, who you love, this and that. I feel like there's many ways one can take it. I'm just trying to think of like a Conan Gray perspective, and that's just what comes to mind. I mean, it's definitely a super fun song, super catchy. And I mean, it just shows off his confidence, his why am I blanking on the word? I just said it. I guess versatility in this sense, kind of straying away from, what he is super known for, what he's super good at, and kind of going into more of just kind of a straight pop sound. And like I said, super fun. And he's just kind of embracing, different aspects of himself unapologetically. Damn. This one just kind of radiated with a different type of joy that we haven't heard, and it's a standout moment for me in that sense. You know what I mean? Boys and girls. But I need these songs to be a little longer. Like really? Like, I be talking about these songs longer than they be playing for. You know what I mean? But like, that's not necessarily a bad thing either. But yeah, I like it. Killing Me, song 12.
It's 2 a.m. Hear the cellular ringing.
Damn. It's already gonna be deeper.
Got the curious feeling you're fiending for love, but the thing is, we haven't spoken for weeks. I love you bad, that's the problem occurring. Better love I deserve, and I'm hurting, but sadly I worship every moment we meet. So you take and you take, cause you know you can. And I chase as you're chasing another man. Try to break, see your face, and I know that I can't. Oh, you're killing me. You're not making it easy. Too busy deceiving and cheating and lying and competing to know how lucky you are. You're killing me. I just want you to free me. And though I am crying and bleeding and barely breathing, I can't let go of your heart. I take your call. You say, what's the matter? Then you lie to me faster and faster. You're such a good actor. I hear your car in the driveway. Now you're tossing a rock at my window pane. Said I don't wanna talk, just go away. But you claw at the locks till I let you invade. Oh, you're killing me. You're not making it easy. Too busy deceiving and cheating and lying and competing to know how lucky you are. You're killing me. I just want you to free me. And though I am crying and bleeding and barely breathing, I can't let go of your heart. I wanna die, but you keep me alive.
Okay.
You're killing me. You're
Almost.
killing me. I wanna die, but you keep me alive. You're killing me. You're killing me. I wanna die, but you keep me alive. You're killing me. You're killing me. Fight to survive, oh love of my life. You're killing me. Ah, you're killing me. You're not making it easy. Too busy deceiving and cheating and lying and competing to know how lucky you are. You're killing me. I just want you to free me. And though I am crying and bleeding and barely breathing, I can't let go of your
So catchy right there.
I wanna die, but you keep me alive. You're killing me. You're killing me. I wanna die, but you keep me alive. No, I can't let go of your heart. You're killing me.
Yeah, this one's a banger too. I'm surprised I haven't heard more of these songs, to be honest. I feel like some of these would just go crazy on TikTok. You know, it just has that not TikTok song vibe, but like, you know, like deserves to be on there. In some trend or another. But you know, this is a Heartbreak at its purest form, but with those Conan Gray elements and this album's elements. Finding Heaven. Or Found Heaven, sorry. Well, I guess I did mean that in the sense of finding heaven. But, it's passionate, it's emotional, it's intense a little bit. It's like, he's watching this love slip away and he can't stop it, right? And his voice just carried so much pain there, so many emotions. And I mean, you can feel the desperation a little bit. I feel like desperation's appropriate. It made my chest tighten a little bit. Just kind of listen to this. You can tell the song came from a really real place. And I feel like the production did really well to kind of encapsulate that and add on to the drama, one could say. These soaring synths and like the drums pounded in the back. It just feels like one big thing that's just pushed up to be something even further than what Conan had made it. I feel like this is probably one of the most powerful moments on the album, and I feel like, I know this is the last song, so it was kind of a perfect setup for that ending of the album. But yeah, that was one of my favorites on the album too, to be honest. Winner. Final song, unfortunately, but here we are.
Packed my bags of 14, I hadn't planned on leaving, but you haven't been back home for days. The pots and pans and roaches, they're glad I'm finally going, 'cause even them, they shudder at your name. You don't really want to hear the truth, do you? It's obvious to anyone who ever knew you.
Damn.
That all you ever want is to be right, even if that means you gotta lie to do it. The only thing you've proven is that there's no one who ever has done better at making me feel worse. Now you really are the winner. Yeah, there's nothing that ever did quite kill me more than what you did. Now you really are the winner. Take a bow, 'cause you're the winner. You're the winner. Bask inside your victory. My heart that once was beating, bleeding in the palm of your hand. Yet you have the nerve to miss me. How do I somehow feel guilty when you're the one who let it get this bad? You don't really want to hear the truth, do you? It's obvious to anyone who ever knew you that all you ever wanted was to fight. I was only trying to survive your chaos. Well, look at how it's paid off. 'Cause now there's no one who ever has done better at making me feel worse. Now you really are the winner. Yeah, there's nothing that ever did quite kill me more than what you did. Now you really are the winner. Take a bow, 'cause you're the winner. You're the winner. You don't really want to hear the truth, do you?
Damn, that one put me in my own head. That one right there is one you can like listen to while eating out of a tub of ice cream that you're balling into. Damn. That one was really good though. Damn, man. Damn. Winner. Bro, that one was heartbreaking. I'm not gonna lie, gut-wrenching, heartbreaking. That one just put me in all the feels, and I mean, it's a perfect closer to the album. Damn, that start was amazing.
Packed my bags of 14.
Something about this start before it gets like before it gets super not upbeat, but like, you know, it just gets a little more upbeat, a little more, the instrumental gets a little more involved. There's just something that just
but you
something to it.
Been back home for days.
But I love this song. Damn.
The pots and pans and roaches.
No, I can't do it again. I can't do that to myself. Damn. That one put tears in my eyes. I cannot lie. Damn, man. That was tough. That was really tough. Wow. Winner. Yeah, I mean, that song was a perfect closer for this album. I wish it kind of wrapped up a little more with those, you know, retro elements that we have heard and, you know, I've grown to love. But it's still great. You know, it's stripped back, piano driven, everything. You know, super personal. Everything I like about Conan Gray. Um, you know, and I feel like it's a great reflection track as well. Kind of just reflecting on everything a little bit: the heartbreak, the growth, his kind of search for peace, search for himself in a way. And I feel like it's a little bit of like an acceptance of where he is at the moment. And I mean the lyrics hit hard. There's no doubt in that. You know, it's super. It just gives that like super melancholic vibe, but it also has this kind of freeing element to it as well. You know, it made me emotional, brought tears to my eyes, genuinely did, but strangely like uplifting in a way. I feel like it's like watching the sunrise after a storm in a way, or realizing that there's going to be a sunrise after the storm. um Ending the album on this kind of quiet, more self-aware note does tie everything together beautifully, to be honest. But like I said, I wish there were a little more of those little elements just for the closing track. But that's that's nothing. That's not that's not a criticism. Um, and I feel like Conan in this one, it's not about like finding perfection. It's about finding, his kind of meaning in even with all the pain that is to come, and it has came. Powerful finish, that's for sure. And yeah, damn, that was a good album. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I like that one a lot. Found Heaven by Conan Gray. That was a good one. Oh, do you guys see that? It's a little small, but super ache. But yeah, that was Found Heaven by Conan Gray. Damn, man. That was a journey, to be honest. This album felt like kind of stepping into Conan's soul. And kind of obviously reflect, or kind of stepped into a soul in the sense of like, we've heard the Heartbreak themes before and whatnot, but like this one was the most unique album I have heard, in the sense of like being catered around that kind of retro 80s theme. And it really sounded like we stepped into a more creative side, I guess, to Conan. And every track kind of carried its own emotion, from heartbreak to self-reflection to freedom, and sometimes even like healing aspects, and like pointing out the good in life. And it all just felt really cohesive as well. And there's a lot of good in this craft he did. And that like gorgeous kind of 80s glow it has to it just brings a different just vibe I wasn't expecting, and vibe I didn't know Conan had up his sleeve. But also while having these like lyrics that hit such a modern and vulnerable way that we like from Conan Gray. And that's what I like most from this album in particular, was kind of those 80s themes and how he balanced everything we know and love from Conan Gray. It balances that sadness, that those beautiful moments, still fitting into this kind of 80s retro theme. And I mean, even in songs about like loss, I feel like the beat and the instrumental kind of helps, but there's still this like different light to it. And this pain doesn't have to destroy you, Conan. Sometimes it can teach you who you really are. And yeah, Found Heaven kind of encapsulated that perfectly. But yeah, to me, I think my favorite songs, if I could give my top three, I'm gonna give top four, because I think it's Winter, Killing Me, Alley Rose, and Miss You, to be honest. But yeah, let me know what your guys' favorites are in the comments, because I feel like obviously there's a couple different themes in here, and depends on your vibe, depends on your mood. I feel like a couple of my favorites can change, but those are my like four right now, just from listening to the music, taking everything in at this current time. And this is definitely something I want to come back to, because I'm super intrigued by this album. I did not know he had something like this up his locker, or in his discography. So yeah, I mean, that was great. But Winter, man, that hit really hard. It was just those last two really just combined next to each other, after we kind of had some more uplifting moments in the midish to end section, the latter half. Killing Me and Winter just hitting you at the end is crazy. But yeah, Found Heaven. Thank you guys if you made it this far, by the way, and listening along with me. This was a great album, and if you guys want Super 8, please do let me know in the comments. And like I said, let me know your guys' favorite tracks, because especially my Coneheads, the ones who have listened to this album since it has came out, and appreciate it more than I do so far. Let me know. And guys, please do like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me grow. We're almost 10K. That is crazy. But yeah, guys, I have all my other Conan videos. And yeah, this was a great listen. But I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces, deuces, deuces.